Well, what a fun battle this should be. Washington and Dallas, traditional rivals, underway here on Thanksgiving Day. From his end zone is Byron Pringle. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Commanders set to go to work on offense, and they've handed the controls to this man in his second NFL season, former Tar Heel Sam Howell.
I love just about everything about him. Love his game, love his makeup, love his moxie, one of my favorite words. This guy's a competitor. Gritty, tough, you name it, he's got it. But he did throw an interception in last week's game. That contributed to a loss. And despite the fact he threw 3 touchdown passes, he's going to be out there redoubling his efforts and trying to play better.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 5. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And Charles, you look at this defense, they were a very loose group coming into the week, knowing they kind of had the upper hand going into this one, taking on a team that hasn't won in a month and a half.
And that works well for you if you establish your dominance early in the game against a team that's struggling. But if somehow they fashion some plays together early, knock them back on their heels, that looseness can be used against them. Then they're trying to scramble to make sure they get their game right.
Howell's throw complete to Dotson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
They'll go play action. Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run with Robinson. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Again, it'll be Robinson. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. His 5th rushing touchdown on the year, number 7 overall. And the Commanders will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now a 7-0 game. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
First down, Prescott eluding the pressure right. They've got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You talk about this Washington defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. So, Charles, you talk about this offense, how well they've played. I mean, the defense, too, really. But they're sitting at 10-0 now on the year. 4-0, 5-0, that's nice. But once you start hitting double digits with these wins and no losses, I think the seriousness of the situation, it just has to ramp up.
Yeah, when you do say 10-0, it can't scare you as a team. Just think about it this way. For most of the year, they've been playing to win their division and get to the playoffs. Now the playoffs are just about a foregone conclusion. So now they have to down-focus their thoughts about getting home field advantage and finishing unbeaten, and they need to make sure they keep it in that order.
From the red zone now, Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And when the time has expired on the 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Prescott. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. They'll throw again. Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day. But you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year. But what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006. And usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football.
1st down, Howell to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That third down conversion good for 23. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. That is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Prescott yet again. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Touchdown! Brandon Cooks. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here's Pringle. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Howell throwing on 1st down here. Short throw to the tight end Thomas. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. And Howell will throw it. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Howell. Quick slant, Dotson.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 1st down, Howell. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. He's got it at the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Prescott on 1st down. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
A second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Commanders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has REA past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Play action now. Prescott. Cooks for extension. It's complete. 22 yards there. A first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Prescott off play action. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Touchdown, Cowboys! Luke Schoonmaker taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. First possession of the second half now for Washington. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they...
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the return will stop right around the 25. Following the interception, here's Prescott. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Prescott now. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. It's good, and it is now 21-7. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for this Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Howell's throwing to the hands of McLaurin. That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Gibson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
And the Washington first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Howell. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Out of the gun, it's Howell. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 10 yards there, good for a Washington first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Howell out of the shotgun. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A give left side to Robinson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing here, Howell. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he is going to lose yardage here. And this offense on third down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin from 19 yards away. And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Commanders going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott taking it in from the 20. And the Cowboys add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
And the Commanders' first down.
They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. That's Samuel, caught left side. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Howell. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they
over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington.
Mason Crosby.
A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Commanders are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Crosby with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Offense.
Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
Powell to throw. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Howell with one final shot. And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this